Welcome to the Chop Seat, where Braves country meets the big leagues. Your host Vic is here to break down everything from truest part to the top of the standings across the league. From walk-offs to wild trades, this is your seat for everything baseball, but a heavy dose of chop. So grab your glove and settle in, because the Chop Seat is open.
Welcome to the Chop Seat, your favorite place for Braves, baseball, and the rest of the league. I'm your host, Vic, and today is Monday, March 23rd, which means opening week of baseball is finally here. You got 2 more sleeps until the first game of the season. That's going to be on Wednesday night on Netflix. We're going to talk about that later on. We're also going to talk about a big Braves injury. Once again, injury bug bites the Braves. And it's, of course, the starting rotation. The starting rotation takes another hit. We're going to look into that when it comes to Tomahawk takes. And we're going to look at, it's just, we were hoping we went into the year, everyone being healthy, everyone coming out of spring training being healthy. But it's not going to happen. We take another hit. And it seems to be routine now, man. For the last 3 years, it seems to be routine. We've been dealing with injuries all around the roster. So, I mean, we're back on schedule, guys. Back on schedule. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of what's going on around the league when we get to the MLB. It's probably going to be a short MLB segment on this episode. But yeah, we got very bad news. It's exciting that we're in opening week. Braves opening day is going to be on Friday. It's going to be a weekend series against the Kansas City Royals. We're going to look into that as well. But again, bad news when it comes to the Braves rotation. So we're going to get into that. Let's get into it by getting into our opening segment.
It's time for Tomahawk Takes.
It's time for Tomahawk Takes, where we look into the action when it comes to the Atlanta Braves. And Tomahawk Takes is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code CHOPC20. And you're going to save yourself $20 off your first purchase. Go catch a Braves spring training game. Go catch your favorite team in a spring training game, or even opening day. That's coming up for some clubs. It's going to be on Thursday. For the rest of them, it's going to be on Friday. For 2 clubs, it's going to be on Wednesday. It's the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants out in San Francisco. But if you want to catch any other game throughout the season, make sure to go to SeatGeek. Use code CHOPC20. And you're going to save yourself $20 off your very first purchase. So the bad news that we received today, that was earlier today, was that Spencer Strider will be starting the season on the IL. Yes, you heard that right. He will be starting the season on the IL. Unfortunately, it's an oblique strain for Spencer Strider. I think they say talk is it's probably going to be 2 to 4 weeks of recovery time. Obviously, he's going to have to go on, have a few rehab starts, I'm assuming, and then get back into it. So we could probably say it's probably going to be in the month range, a month and a half. So that means that changes the rotation now. The way the rotation was set up, that's going to change it drastically now. And this is according to Mark Bowman. This is what the projected starting rotation is to be as of right now. It's going to be Chris Sale. Chris Sale has gotten the nod to be the opening day starter, so he'll be on the mound on Friday, pitching game 1 of the season for the Atlanta Braves. Congrats to him. But then it's going to be Reynaldo Lopez, most likely in the 2 spot in the rotation. His fastball averaged 89.4 miles per hour yesterday, very low on the velocity. We'll see how that goes. Remember, he's coming back from injury as well. Then you have Grant Holmes. He should be filling in the 3rd spot. I remember he had an UCL tear in August, according to the MRI. He did not undergo any surgery, but he was able to rehab it miraculously. That tear just sewed itself back up, and he's been throwing good. But we'll see how long that lasts with this Braves injury luck that we got going on. So then we would have Bryce Elder in the 4th spot at a 5.30 ERA in 2025. Not much to expect from Bryce Elder. And then you got Jose Suarez most likely filling in the 5 spot. It might be Martin Perez also. I know he might be able to fill into that spot um, with Spencer Strider going down. Didier Fuentes is supposed to start the season in with the major league squad, and he had a phenomenal spring. Before yesterday, he was in his appearances throughout the Grapefruit League. He had 3 appearances. He had a 4th one today, but when those 3 appearances, he was 9 innings, no hits, no walks, 17 strikeouts. The kid was absolutely dealing. Pretty much pitched a perfect game. I was about to say a no-hitter, but it was actually a perfect game in those 9 innings that he pitched in those 3 Grapefruit League appearances. Let's look at what he did today. I think he went about 5 innings. Again, pitched very well. I'm pretty sure he did. I would have seen something else if it was otherwise, but let's look at the box score here real quick for the Atlanta Braves to see how Didier Fuentes did today. He went 4 2/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Finishes spring training with a 0.66 ERA. Again, so he finally gives up a run today. Finally gives up a walk as well and 2 hits. But listen, the kid was dealing this spring. He gets a call up to the majors. They're supposed to use him as a long reliever. That was a plan before Spencer Strider got hurt, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be having a spot start here and there until something's got to give, man, until they figure something out. So it's going to be probably a combination of Martin Perez, Jose Suarez, and Didier Fuentes piecing in, that rotation, filling in here and there, and probably having some relief appearances as well. So that's what it's looking like because, again, Anthopoulos has not picked up another arm. He's probably not going to pick up another arm. People have been clamoring for Lucas Giolito, that now should be the time to pick up Lucas Giolito. If there was any other time, it would be now, but it doesn't look like Anthopoulos is going to break the bank when it comes to getting Giolito. So this is where we're going to have to make do with what we have, man. We're going to have to make do with what we have. See if these guys can piece it together. That's all we can hope for. And I'm guessing Anthopoulos is banking on the offense to be back and that they'll be able to out-hit their opponents and outscore them because he's, showing signs of being very confident in that offense by not making any other moves to improve the pitching depth with all the injuries that we've had already. So, I mean, again, hopefully he is right, relying on that offense. I don't see the offense getting back to that 2023 level. So I don't know, but I hope it does. I hope they turn it around, that everyone starts hitting like crazy and the offense keeps flowing. Hopefully they Antoine Richardson, he's able to have these guys be more aggressive on the base paths, cause a stir there on the base paths and be able to be aggressive and score more runs, steal more bases, score more runs, create havoc on the base paths, put some pressure on the defense. Hopefully that's what they're able to do to add to that offense. It's something that we've been missing for quite some time now. So, I mean, maybe that's what Anthopoulos is doing. He's banking on the offense to be able to go out there and outscore their opponents. So we'll see how that goes. But again, the injury bug continues for the Atlanta Braves. We're right on target, guys. Right on target. And don't forget, Braves have lost Ha-Seong Kim. He's going to be out until May. Sean Murphy is going to be out until May. Joey Wentz, he's out the entire year. Hurston Waldrop, they say he'll be out until midseason. Same thing with Spencer Schwellenbach. And then Spencer Strider is going to be out for at least a few weeks. Probably going to mark that up to a month, I would guess, if I had to guess. So, the Braves depth has been taking hits, man. And the season has not even started yet, which is a scary part. But guess what? We're still excited, man. We're still excited for opening day. That's going to be on Friday for your Atlanta Braves. Friday, it's supposed to be Cole Reagans for the Kansas City Royals. He had a 3-3 record last season, only 13 games pitched, 61.2 innings, a 4.67 ERA. He was out with injury, but he is back now. And yeah, we'll see how the Braves are able to do against him. It's going to be, like I said earlier, Chris Sale on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. He's going to be the opening day starter. For game 2, it's already announced it's going to be Michael Wacha for the Kansas City Royals and Reynaldo Lopez for game 2. And then they have Seth Lugo for the Royals. And then they had Spencer Strider filled in here as the third starter of the last final game of the series. But they're obviously going to have to change that now. So we'll see who's going to be able to fill that in. It might be Bryce Elder. It might be Grant Holmes. We don't know. So, again, we'll see what they decide to do with that third spot in the rotation for now. The other day, the Braves did sign infielders Kyle Farmer and Dominic Smith to 1-year split contracts for the 2026 season. They will both be on the opening day roster. Martin Perez won't be on the Braves opening day roster. That's what they had said a few days ago. But again, now with this injury, he might be filling in that spot for Spencer Strider. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just trying to catch up here, guys. Trying to catch up with you guys. John Gill, he continues to rake in spring. I'm over here blanking out. Spring training. He's a Braves number 10 prospect. I saw him last year actually out there in spring training. Did I say spring break earlier? Spring training. Got his autograph and everything. Cool guy. Met him briefly. Had some nice offensive plays during a spring breakout game when I went last year down to Northport. They were playing against the Detroit Tigers prospects. He's number 10 in the Brave system now. He plays shortstop. We'll see if he's able to continue to develop, play some good baseball, and maybe sneak into a spot up there in the majors in the next coming years. So yeah, I think that's all we got when it comes to the Braves, right? I think that's it. Again, well, we'll talk about that when we get to the MLB. This is going to be a quick episode because we don't have much besides the Spencer Strider injury. It is a lot. That is a lot. That should be enough to cover that segment. But yeah, let's go into our next segment to see what's going on around the league. That's going to be brief as well. We'll keep it short. But then once the season starts, starting Wednesday, we'll be able to have some more content to talk about. So let's head into our next segment.
It's time for the MLB.
It's time for the MLB, where we catch up with the action from around the league. And we're going to talk about the first game of the season that's going to be played. That's going to be on Wednesday night. It's going to be your New York Yankees against the San Francisco Giants. Opening night. That's Wednesday night. Again, 8:05 p.m. Eastern start time. That's going to be on Netflix. And it's going to be our former Rays legend, Braves champion, Max Fried on the mound. He gets the ball for opening day with the New York Yankees, going up against Logan Webb of the San Francisco Giants. Kind of weird to see the Yankees starting out west, especially in the National League, not even in the American League. Well, I guess it's kind of similar to the Braves hosting the Kansas City Royals to open up the season at home. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just so weird to seeing the Yankees go out west to face the National League teams to start the season. But I guess you might as well, you rather get that road trip out the way early, that West Coast trip. So let me see who the Yankees face after that. I'm just curious. It might be Seattle. Yeah, I figured it. It might be Seattle. It is Seattle. They got a 3-game set with the Mariners after going out to play the San Francisco Giants. But again, that's going to be opening night. That's going to be on Wednesday. That's going to be the only ball game. So if you've been itching to watch Major League Baseball games, make sure to tune in on Wednesday on Netflix. Of course, we did have some great classic World Baseball Classic games. We were able to get that for a little bit, but it's stopped. We've had to go watch spring training games again. And I'll be honest, I probably watched like a couple innings. That's about it. After watching the World Baseball Classic, I don't want to watch some spring training games, guys. I really don't. It doesn't hit the same. But at least we got opening week of baseball is finally here. Make sure if you have T-Mobile. This is free promo for T-Mobile. Free promo. If If you have T-Mobile, I think starting tomorrow, they're going to be offering that free MLB TV. So make sure to redeem that code, get your free MLB TV on. Catch any game, man. Catch any game throughout the season. That's how I watch my Braves, man. Thank you to T-Mobile. Shout out to T-Mobile, man, because that's an amazing deal, bro. Saving me lots of money by giving me that MLB TV package. I guess I'll be able to see the new Braves TV on MLB TV, courtesy of T-Mobile. So again, free promo to T-Mobile. Thank you, and make sure you guys redeem that code if you have T-Mobile, so you can get free MLB TV for the 2026 season. Now let's look at the matchups on Thursday. These are the series where your favorite teams are going to be opening up. You got the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're going to be out in Citi Field against the New York Mets. That's a 1:15 p.m. Eastern start time on Thursday. That game is going to be on NBC and Peacock. You got the White Sox are going to be in Milwaukee against the Brewers. Washington Nationals against the Chicago Cubs. The Baltimore Orioles will be hosting the Minnesota Twins. Cincinnati Reds hosting the Boston Red Sox. And I was going to say Anaheim Angels. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim will be in Houston, battling it out against the Houston Astros. The Detroit Tigers and the San Diego Padres will be facing off. Tampa Bay Rays against the Seattle. Here we go, the Seattle Cardinals. I don't know why I always say that. Against the St. Louis Cardinals. You got the Texas Rangers against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Arizona Diamondbacks will be visiting the two-time defending champs, Los Angeles Dodgers. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern start time on NBC and Peacock as well. And then you got the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Seattle Mariners. That's going to be the final game on Thursday night. Then after that, you got the Athletics. These are the Friday games. I don't think I mentioned some of these here, but hopefully I don't repeat myself. But Friday, you got the Athletics against the Blue Jays. Colorado Rockies against the Miami Marlins. Who else we got? I think those are the ones that I had said already. I don't want to repeat myself. And then, of course, the Atlanta Braves and the Kansas City Royals. The game with the Angels and Astros, that's going to be on Apple TV. So make sure you tune into that there. And also the 9:45 p.m. Eastern start time with the Guardians and Mariners. That's going to be on Apple TV. So those are the very first series of the season. Very exciting that we're finally here. That is how those matchups are going to be going down and where you will be able to watch them. When it comes to more news around the league, this just in a few minutes ago, J.J. Weatherholt, the Cardinals' #1 prospect and baseball's #5 overall per MLB Pipeline, has made the opening day roster. So congratulations to him on breaking the major league roster there. Let's see what else we got coming in. There was a big extension there with the Philadelphia Phillies the other day. It was Christopher Sanchez. Let me see if I can find it here. But Christopher Sanchez and the Phillies agreed to, I think it was like 6 years or 5 years. But obviously, of course, I lost it. Let me see if I can go here and find it real quick as I try to stall. But yeah, here we go. It was a so now he signed through at least 2032 for $91 million in new money. So yeah, listen, they locked up Jesus Luzardo. They locked up Christopher Sanchez now. So I mean, excuse me, Christopher Sanchez now. So they got two other starters there. They did lose Ranger Suarez. That was a big loss. Zach Wheeler, I'm not sure how he's going to be after dealing with that health scare that he has, but the guy's still solid, man. And then you got Aaron Nola, hopefully looking to bounce back this season. Had a rough season last year. But you still got 4 solid arms right there. You got 4 solid arms. Get another guy for that 5th spot. I know people be knocking the Phillies that, they're getting older and stuff, but their offense is still pretty good. line that up with that good pitching, and you got some problems. So we'll see. We'll see how they're able to line up this year against obviously the Braves and the Mets. They'll be defending that NL East title, so we'll see if we're able to get that from them, man. Hopefully we can. We'll see if we can stay healthy. That's the problem when it comes to the Braves this year, or the last few years. And I think that's the main things that went around the league this week. Well, last week and this week. Let's see what else we got here. Gavin Lux, he's to begin the season on the IL. Seiya Suzuki, he's going to be placed on the injured list. He had that bad injury there during the World Baseball Classic game. Carson Bench, he's to make the Mets roster. He's going to be the starting right fielder on opening day for Chelsea Janes of SNY. So that's a big move there for the Mets, bringing him in. They did sign Mike Tauquin to a minor league deal. MJ Melendez, he got a 40-man spot, but still has an option. So Carson Bench is the man for the job. So we'll see how he does. I mean, a lot of Mets fans are excited to see him. So we'll see how he's able to fare up there. And then Andrew McCutchen, he makes the Rangers opening day roster as well. And Kumar Rocker has been named the 5th starter for them. So I think this is it. We'll be back. Next time we come back, it will be opening week for the MLB has already gone down underway, so can't even talk. But I'm some sport guys, so cut me some slack, guys. But I'm recording. What is it? 5:44 right now p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's your boy's out of it already. Your boy's out of it. And I just ate some nice steak and potatoes before this, so I'm starting to crash. Heavy. But anyways, I think this is all we have. I didn't even put the MLB song during the MLB. Terrible producing by me, as usual. That's what we do here on the Chop Seat, though. We're laid back. We talk a little baseball. We just chill. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to the Chop Seat. If you are listening, whether it's on the audio version, the video version on YouTube, you catch me on any of these shorts that I go throwing around. Appreciate that. Appreciate the views. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the comments, even the bad comments. I appreciate the bad comments. Listen, I'll take a view for a bad comment. It sounds like a fair trade-off. So listen, keep them coming, guys. If you got something bad to say, throw it in the comments. I'll take the view. It is what it is. That's like a sacrifice bunt, bro. You want them with the runner over, get them over to score position, you give up an out. Same thing. I'll take the bad comment for the view, bro. That's all we got today for the Chop Seat. Make sure you share the show, the Chop Seat Pod. That's the name on Instagram, at the Chop Seat Pod. Everywhere else, it's at the Chop Seat. If you got an email or something you want to send in, at the Chop Seat at gmail.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back before Friday's opening day for the Atlanta Braves. We'll be back. So we'll talk about that. We'll preview that series a little bit more in depth. We'll see what moves the Braves make to conclude the opening day roster. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. So thank you guys again for tuning in. And we will see you next time on the Chop Seat.